Hello Philippines and welcome back to UAAP Season 77 Men's Football live here from the FEU Diliman campus on ABS-CBN Sports in Action and on Balls Channel HD. I'm TJ Manotoc together with Armando Lozar today on the call for this second match day between the reborn Ateneo Blue Eagles taking on the defending champions, the FEU Tamaraos. And good afternoon, Armand. Hey, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
I haven't seen you since the Suzuki Cup. You've shaved a bit.
Oh, definitely. The wife said I had to start the new year.
The long beard is gone, and for me, I shaved a lot more as well than Armand. But Armand, kidding aside, we got a really exciting ball game for us this afternoon against the defending champions and the champion of just 2 seasons ago. I mean, talk about how these two teams could contend again this year.
Well, these two teams today, right now, for me, are the top 2 teams in the league in terms of talent.
Regardless of their standing.
Regardless of their standing. You look at FEU, I've played with a lot of these guys from FEU, Paolo, Bugas, Nano, Amita. These guys are quality talent that can play in the UFL today, that are playing in the UFL today. There are a couple of these youngsters from Ateneo that I'm looking at scouting and bringing over. So we'll see.
Well, let's take a look first at the resumption of action as of 2015 and what happened over the weekend. January 10, you saw their UP demolishing UE 6-0 there. January 11, you saw interesting matches that may have implications today. I want to ask you about that, Armand. La Salle in a scoreless draw against Ateneo.
Yes.
And then you had FEU there clobbering Adamson 9-1 and then USC losing to NU 1-3. Now, coming into this match, you're going to have FEU and Ateneo in 2 different tracks. Ateneo's coming off a scoreless draw, but probably a more competitive ball game. Compared to FEU, they had a big win, but would they be happy with the quality of the game of that win?
Well, a 9-1 win, you get your subs in, the subs get to play. I don't know mentally if you'll be prepared. You have to stay focused in a game like this. So if they want to jump up in the standings, they need to be prepared properly. And I know their coach is a quality coach. They should be ready to play today.
All right, we'll look at as well the results of the game that just finished this afternoon. This was NU going up against La Salle. That was a 2-1 win by La Salle, and therefore, these are our updated standings right now. La Salle jumped right there from 5th place up to 2nd place because of the 12 points they have right now. And what are you seeing here, Aman? I'm seeing a really jam-packed middle right there.
It is tight. Look at that. To win and go from 5th to 2nd place, like you were saying earlier, goal difference is going to play a part in this between the 5th and 4th place teams. So everyone needs as many goals as they can.
Can you imagine that? You got UP at number 1 with 13 points, and then NU is 5th, technically 5th, but they have 10 points.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not that far behind. So all the more this makes this match very exciting. Now let's talk first a bit about this Ateneo squad coached by Coach JP Merida. A painful season last year because they lost a key player to injury in their first match, and they lost some guys from their champion squad due to academic problems, and he was just saying that they were just really ruined after that, coming that season. But this year has turned around for them, and you're looking at some of the key players, Acosta, Mabanag, Liay, Paredes. Who are you impressed with so far from Ateneo this year?
Well, I like the youngsters. I mean, Mabanag's always good. I've always liked him. I like the way he plays out on the wing. Today he's playing in the middle. But I want to see Julian Rojas play today. I want to see how he does. He's young. He's a rookie this year, and he's one I'm looking at towards the future for Morocco.
All right. Well, we got a chance to talk to Mabanag as well. We talked to him about his reflections about last season and as well as this season before this match started. Here we go.
You can expect that the Ateneo will be playing defensively, but then of course you're gonna be trying to attack FEU as much as we can. Every game actually reminds me that we were champions 2 years ago. We want to bring that back, bring that championship back to the community. And it's one of the things that we want this year, to be one of the title contenders. Of course, show the Ateneo community that football can be a sport for the school. I think a lot of teams can challenge FEU, and one of those teams is us, of course. That's because what I think about this season is you cannot expect anything from any team. Every game, parang as what they say, bilog ang bola sa every game. Anything can happen, including this game, like the game happening right now. You wouldn't know that La Salle will be 2-0 up, and you wouldn't know what might happen in the next game against FEU. And I think every team can be a contender. Every team can fight against FEU, can fight against us. And it's all about the heart, how you show the school pride in every game that you play.
There you have it, Tito Mabanag of Ateneo. And as well, we'll shift gears now, talk about FEU, the defending champions. And a lot of people thought that they would be really, really difficult to beat, but they've been beaten once already this season. Master Kim's team had suffered their first loss. And looking at their key players, tough to choose key players amongst a very talented team.
Yeah,
right?
very talented team, but obviously the two that stand out are Nano Amita and Paulo Bugas,
Right.
two great players.
All right, and of course, one of their best goal scorers there, John Jamiliz as well. But we were able to talk as well to Paulo Bugas and get his thoughts about how this season has gone so far for them and how they're going to bounce back from the loss against NU.
Ang first thing na natutunan ko doon yung exposure. Yung pangalawa, yung quality ng players na nakasama ko, like sila Young Husband Brothers, yung mga ibang foreign-based players pa. So, every training, may tinitingnan ako sa kanila kung paano na ginagawa yung mga drills. Na-apply ko rin minsan. Pag minsan nagkakamali ako, inuulit ko ang sa makuha ko. Kahit hindi talaga yung perfect, at least tinatry ko siya. Ayun. Tinatry ko rin naman sa collegiate league, kagaya nitong UAAP. Tsaka pag na-apply ko, so na-appreciate ko naman. Tsaka para din sa team, sa teammates ko. And game plan namin, siguro laruin lang namin kung paano talaga kami maglaro. Siguro last year, pangit yung ending ng 2014 namin, natalo kami sa NU. Siguro mali talaga yung move namin sa game na yun. So sa game na to, siguro babalik namin kung paano talaga maglaro. Key points, mas nag-focus yung mga teammates ko. Lahat kami nag-focus kami, nagsakripisyo kami. Lalo na mas na-motivate kami kasi marami kaming mga pinagdadaanan. Lalo na sa isa yung pagkatalo namin sa NU. So mas na-motivate kami na kailangan namin bumawi. Lahat ng mga titirang games, kailangan namin manalo para mag-top ulit kami.
Well, there you have it. All the Bugas are talking about that painful loss. If you could sense the pain of that loss, Arman, that they did not like the way they ended 2014. And would you say that partly some players can go into holiday mode and they're looking forward to the break and things like that?
In talking to Master Kim, and it does make sense because knowing how this FEU team plays, they like to play one-touch, quick football.
Right.
They ended up playing in Ateneo. Master Kim said they changed the time on him last minute. So from 3 o'clock at 1 o'clock, and he was complaining about the time, and then he also started to complain about the field conditions where a pass would bounce.
Right.
Being a natural grass field, not being
They're used to this field.
Exactly,
That's why. Yeah.
Exactly.
And here
So
you're so spoiled with
the
near
quality,
perfect
yeah,
conditions that you
exactly.
can play the kind of game you want to play. And you're looking at as well the lineup here of FEU talking about, we call him Master Kim, and he also has a pretty mean Korean restaurant, I heard. I have yet to try that. One of these days I will make sure that's my post-game adventure here at the gorgeous FEU Diliman campus, which, by the way, if you can see it, it's quite cloudy right now, and we are experiencing rain. That's why you saw Armand and I had to camp out under the tent to begin this match. But here we go. Kickoff here between the defending champions, FEU, and going up against champions of season 75. Talking about Ateneo Blue Eagles, who have been revitalized this year, and had a chance to talk to Coach JP, and he's happy. He's satisfied with their current status right now, and he says that every single match he tells his boys to come into it like it's a championship match.
You need to do that. You gotta go into every game, especially in a tight league like this, where everybody, the top 5, are within 2-3 points of each other. You need to go into every game like a championship game.
Well, speaking of championship, what's the championship composure like of a team for FU that got a loss early in the season like that? I mean, how do you take that as a positive and build from that?
Well, it wakes you up. It tells you, hey, we can't take it easy on any team. We got to focus and go hard every game. Yeah, there were little issues, but time to get past it. They do have 3 injuries, and they do have actually 3 suspensions in terms of failures.
So they're not in full force.
Not in full force
now.
Sai is an excellent player that they have who played with us over at Morocco as well. But they're missing him due to suspension for failure, and then they have 2 guys with injury.
Well, here's a free kick for Ateneo early. Paredes lofting that in the box. Almost headed there, but the keeper for FEU, Hoyel, was able to punch that one out into safety. But again, still Ateneo will retain possession here on the right wing. You got to peek, Armand, about the lineup. I mean, the formation of these 2 squads. So what does that tell you so far about how they're gonna, mount their attack, or plan to be defensive as well against the competition.
Well, you have Ateneo playing a 4-1-4-1, so they're going to want to control the midfield, which is correct because you got two really quality players in terms of Paulo Bugas and Nano Amita on FEU playing there in the middle. So if they can control that midfield, they will have excellent chances here today.
Well, we had a first shot there by Acosta for Ateneo. It was a good pass to the middle, a nice one-touch turn, but just not enough power behind that, and Ariel read that very well. And so far, still it's Ateneo dominating the ball possession, and we have yet to see FEU mount their counter-attack or their attack here on the other side. But speaking of that, here's an attempt to go to the right side to Higanto, but that pass was a little too strong. You were telling me before the match, Armand, that you're keen on looking at how Amita and Bugas can control this match from the middle.
If they can play their game the way the way I know they can play, they should have this game in hand. Obviously, it's a very tight league. You need more than two players. So if well, two things. Paulo and Nano have to control the middle if they can. Give the balls forward. Look at they're attacking with 2, 4, 5, 6 guys up on top. So they're really going forward.
And here we go. We got a shot here.
Good save.
And a good save there. That was a great chance for FEU. But a good save there by Oracion.
Like I was saying, they're going forward with 6, 7 people here. So they're making a clear attempt to win this game, go forward. They're not scared of the attack too much of Ateneo.
Not at all. They got so many guys
pushing
headshot forward. Exactly.
Yeah. And that's where they can be exposed when you have your midfield going forward.
Yep.
But Nano getting back.
Here's FEU sending that ball back to their keeper. Royel could not retain possession, but they get it back here. Ateneo making sure that FEU does not make much out of that. As Rojas took that ball away.
Yeah, initially Rojas controlled it, lost it, but tracked back and won the ball back. That's a good sign of a...
Whose ball is it? Is it Ateneo's ball?
No, FEU.
Oh, it's a
offside.
kick there. It's an offside.
Yeah. So Rojas is the one that I have my eye on. A good youngster. Would like to see him training with one of the UFL teams. And
you're talking about Rojas of Ateneo, right?
Yes.
The younger guys.
Yes.
That's what Coach JP said. He's happy that his young guys, young freshmen, were all prime and ready to compete big time. They're not the kind of freshmen that you have to ease into the collegiate game and the level of play.
Exactly. There are a few of these guys that we've been looking at from
Here's the cross by Higanto. Ooh,
great
wow.
ball.
Imagine if Bugas was there.
Yeah, or someone on that far post. That's definitely a great ball into the box. That's
Another cross here. Punched out. Almost ricocheted back in as Oracion opted not to catch it. He opted to punch it out, and it bounced off an FEU player. That looked like
that's a
Janjan Meliza.
little inexperience for you, a little nervousness. You got to control that and catch that if you can. But the initial cross in from this side, that was an excellent ball, low, hard across the middle, across the face of the goal, gets through, but nobody on the other end.
That was catchable.
Yeah.
For a keeper. Tough catch, but catchable. You'd rather catch that than risk punching it with some attackers right in front of you. Here's Colette looking to the left side, going up
Great idea.
to Paredes here. If you're Ateneo and you know how strong the middle is for FEU, both on offense and on defense, would you rather try to attack the wings than try the middle?
Well, okay. You're playing a 4-4-2 on FEU side versus 4-1-4-1, where you have more midfielders than the other team.
Okay.
So ideally, with the numbers that you have in the middle, you control it and then you go out. So you control the middle, then you put it into spaces at the wings by the corner flag and let them cross it in.
Here's Ateneo. Paredes still trying to keep possession here. A foul on him. We'll go back to FEU. And this is where FEU is dangerous. I mean, we've seen them time and again off simple free kicks, but the defense could take them for granted. And they have one touch, nice one pass here and there, and all of a sudden they're in scoring range.
Yeah. Good defense there. No foul.
Here's Amita to the left side. Back to Janjan Meliza in the middle. 2 men on him right away. That's how much respect they have for Janjan Meliza as well.
And it's nice to see a lot of these FEU guys bulking up. You know, when I first saw them a couple years ago, they were
Ball ahead.
great save by the keeper.
Boyel had to come out, but he was way beyond his line. He couldn't use his hands anymore. And he had to get there ahead of Acosta.
You know, I was saying that these kids, when I first saw them a couple years ago, skinny. You know, they didn't have
They've
much
bulked up
meat.
now.
Yeah, and a lot of them, even if you look at Ateneo, Miko Mabanag, stick thin before, and now he's put on a little weight.
Put on some weight.
Yeah, so he's not looking too skinny, too tiny out there. Good defense by Rocha.
Good read there by Rocha. One of the tallest guys on the pitch here for Ateneo. Ferrer throwing it in for Bugas. Could not control Ross. Looking for Paredes, but that was just too strong. But he would have had Acosta up ahead. That would have been an interesting counter for Ateneo if they retained possession.
Looks like they're marking Acosta with 26 staying tight on him wherever he
That's
goes.
Kuban. He's on him.
Yep.
There
Right
it is, right there.
Not giving him any space.
Not at all. Melissa could not get to the ball. Clearance here by Marcelino. That goes way out to the left. Getting a little windy as well.
Oh, yes.
So
Windy,
you're gonna
cold.
expect that to affect the conditions today. Ateneo looking to Acosta ahead. Too strong, but no choice there for FEU, but for Menzi to clear it out. You're telling me Menzi used to play keeper?
Yeah, he was
Wow.
our fifth keeper at one point.
Wow.
in Loyola, so he's out there playing defense today. He looked like he grew a couple inches as well over the summer.
And these kids, they do still grow. Unlike us in our 30s.
No more hope.
No more, no more. We grow sideways now.
Well, at least you're tall enough, man. I'm the shortest of my brothers. I get it every Christmas, every time we see each other.
We grow sideways now. And grow beards as well. We were good at last November.
Exactly.
Right. Speaking of being good at, here's FEU good in transition here with their counterattack. Looking ahead, they're trying to look for Ferrer. Ateneo not able to control that. Ferrer did. He wanted to slip it inside.
The goalie needs to call
Melissa.
that. The goalie needs to call that off, come out, get that ball. Melissa was nowhere near. The defender just kicks it out of bounds, rushed. He has to be a little more composed.
So throw in here for FEU. Bugas with two men on him. And Paredes takes this away. Tries to chip it ahead to Acosta. Could not. And FEU wins a free kick here in dangerous territory. You know how dangerous the FEU players can take these free kicks.
Yeah.
Foul? Good call?
Yeah. I mean, you knew it's going to happen. You have two
Yep.
Ateneo guys closing in on him. He has the ball.
And that's how aggressive Amita is.
Yeah.
No fear whatsoever.
Despite his size,
I know.
he's amazing.
He's tiny.
Oh, my God. You know, my last game in the UFL ever, we were playing my former team. And we ended up winning that game 2-1. And the first goal, Paulo Amita. He went up for a header over Ali Borromeo, of all people.
Wow.
And scored.
Over Ali Borromeo.
Over Ali
Climbing the
Borromeo.
mountain there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Well, that's how talented this kid is and feisty he
yeah.
is. So
he
it's
has a lot of fight in him.
Yep.
And all these FU boys, they fight to the end.
Yep.
You know, these guys don't give up. They don't know what the word give up means, man. They fight to the
that's
end.
not in the vocabulary.
Not at all. And that's something you want in players.
Absolutely. Especially in collegiate sports when
Yeah.
you're talking about the pride of your school.
In all sports.
Yep.
In
But
my
I think
team-
it's all the more evident in a school setting.
True.
It's just a little bit more just loyalty involved. You know, in a professional sport, you could bounce around from team to team.
True.
College, not necessarily. We do see some transfers, very rarely though.
Very true.
Ooh, Paredes there, or Acosta. They take that away from Joyel. He gets called for the foul. So now you see FEU starting to get the rhythm, Armando, compared to the first
Yes.
couple of minutes.
Well, you know, in any game, any football game, you got first 20 minutes, it's going to be high-paced, guys trying to fill each other out, back and forth, and then after 20 minutes or so...
Burao gets it here, though. But lots of white shirts around him, looking for some friends. Melisa, short pass.
Good turn.
Turn and shot there. Block there. That was Higanto going for a goal. And
Nice,
look out,
nice.
Ateneo. Nice
Back
pass
to the
ahead
middle.
to Acosta.
Ooh, too late. Too long.
He could have chipped it back to the middle
Yeah.
right away, right, Armand?
Yep.
And now he does. To the left side here to Paredes. And they get something out of this.
Give a cross into the box.
Here's the cross. Oh,
lucky.
keeper could not contain it, but he's lucky it deflected away from an Ateneo defender, Ateneo attacker, Joyel there.
That's his second
Miscue, would you say?
miscue.
Yeah.
Definitely. His second of the game. It's not good to have a goalie that has a lot of mistakes back there. As a defender, you want to have confidence that if a guy gets by you, you know, the keeper will be there to save you. And if you can't have that confidence, you're going to be a little more safe, play a little bit lower, you know, and it doesn't help.
Especially with the way that they're aggressively sending up their midline.
Exactly.
Diba? How you know, FEU, abante na abante mga yan.
Exactly.
Goal kick here for FEU. Joyel has been tested so far, interestingly.
You know, looking at the lineup, Ateneo's playing more of a 4-2-3-1 where they have Rojas sitting back with number 18.
And a foul here on FEU. It's a free kick for Ateneo near the midfield. And remember, we showed the team standings earlier on how tight the race is.
Look how high Nano jumps, man. Look how high he jumps.
Not much mass to throw up in the air anyways, but that's still
He gets
how
up
much
there.
legs he's got underneath that tiny body.
Sorry, I cut you off there.
It's all right, but you know, we were talking about how important this game is. Remember how close the goal difference is, how close they are in standings. First place is UP at 13 points, and fifth place we got NU at 10 points.
Exactly. One win changes the whole makeup
Huge,
of this league.
huge.
Yeah.
Corner kick here for Ateneo.
Good save.
A good gather there by Joyel. He's trying to look up right away. Trying to go for a quick counter. He was looking for Giganto on the left side, but Ateneo making sure he doesn't take control. But Ateneo, the FE takes it back anyways. On the left flank, this is Hurao. Crossing it to the middle. Nobody there. All white shirts. But not yet fully cleared by Ateneo. Whoops.
Mistake.
So FEU gets it back. Strong shot here, and we got a goal. Wow.
Bugas.
What a shot by Paulo Bugas. You do not want to give him any opening whatsoever, and you just caught Oracion, the keeper of Ateneo, off guard.
He's confident. He'll shoot from anywhere.
Wow.
He is a confident player. He can shoot from anywhere.
And anywhere indeed. Look at this. Miscue by Ateneo there to just get the ball out of danger, and they put themselves in danger because Bugas saw that opening.
You know, too many
Wow,
mistakes
look at
there.
that.
Too many mistakes there on the defensive end. You know, not taking care of the ball, letting it passing it to the wrong team.
Yep.
But, you know, it's just when you make too many unforced errors like that, especially in your own defense, it's not good.
What a shot by Paulo Bugas. On target there, right by the left bottom corner, by the post there. Nothing Oracion could do. Could not even get a finger on that. So 1-0. 1-0 na po ang score natin in the 14th minute. Scoring has begun here for FEU. See how Ateneo will respond. Well, how will this change the complexion of the game for Ateneo, Armand?
They can't sit back,
Mhm.
but it's
Uh-oh,
still
look
very
out.
early.
Offside here, though, Higanto.
Still very
Still early, yep,
They
that
can
was
play their
15
game.
minutes.
They can continue to play their game, settle in, and hopefully, you know, later on, the next 30 minutes or so, they can pull one back.
Mhm.
There's no rush to try and change things up at the moment.
Well, they've had their chances. They were up there a couple of times, and they hit Joyel in some interesting situations. And here's a shove, or what I want to call it, by Amita.
As he goes down as well.
Yep, and he goes down.
Yeah. Oh,
Like he was shoved.
No, Nano's a tough player. Nano. These, I'm telling you, these FEU boys, we've played against them in practices, and you have guys like Matt Hartman shoving them. They learn the what it takes to
Take it.
Yeah.
Well,
And
in our
give it.
pregame, we were talking to Paulo Bugas, and he was talking about his experiences playing with the pros and how learning, you know, being around Phil and James, young husband, and all that was great for him.
No, it definitely is for any youngster to come in and train and play with guys like Phil and James, Matt Hartman and them. You know, they get to learn the nuances of the game.
Right, absolutely.
And I'll tell you, going from a team like Kai FC to Morocco, there's two different ways of playing, training, and working. And You know, you learn. You
Yep.
definitely learn. Even at 33, 34 years old, you're learning.
You never stop learning in anything you do, and especially in this fantastic game of football. And how things just get more modern, more stronger, quicker, faster. A lot of things.
The
keep up
moment
pace
the
with.
moment you think you've stopped learning and you know it all, that's the time
You're
you
in trouble.
retire. Yeah,
you retire. You're
exactly.
done. Goal kick here for Ateneo, not that strong. Oracion couldn't get much muscle behind that. Ateneo trying to just chip it ahead. And FEU here trying to be a little bit more patient. But Ateneo, aggressive here.
They're committing. They're over-committing is
Uh-huh.
what's happening over here.
You think it's too aggressive
Too
in terms of
aggressive.
their defense in the midfield? As Amita looking to the right side. He finds Ferrer. He's going to cross this one. It's low, though. Will he get back to it? There's a foul on Ferrer.
As a player, as a defender, you want to approach the guy that has the ball, but you don't want to overcommit. You don't want to step in, jab in with your foot.
Because if you don't get it,
they go right by you.
right, exactly.
You know,
open things up.
you come approach them, you break down, and you don't give them an angle. You make them pass the ball backwards. Force them back is what you want to do.
Foul here on FEU, back for Ateneo. It's the back line of Ateneo, talking about guys like Colette, Marcelino, Rocha, Ateneo. They've been tested
Definitely.
heavily today so far.
Yeah, well, you know what? Same with FEU. They've had a couple early moments, but Ateneo, the back four have had a few mistakes, and paying for it here on with the one goal of Paulo. It was something that they should have either cleared out or put out of bounds.
Yeah.
And
So if you're Ateneo and you get those balls from the back, you're better off clearing it way out rather than risking a short pass that could be quickly intercepted like that.
it depends on the style and the players that you have in.
Right.
Okay, if you have trusted and quality midfielders, then play it around to them.
Right.
If you don't have the quality in the midfield, play it up to the wings or up and out. You know,
Better be safe.
safe than sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, exactly. Here's FEU trying to do a quick 1-2 here, back to looking for Higanto. A little too strong. Oracion now.
You know, I want to be able to hear the keeper from here. You know, so
Because
if
we're
he's-
near
Yeah,
him.
we're right
Yes,
there. If
so
you
we
can't
should hear him,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you can't hear him,
That means he's not communicating with his
not
back line.
well enough, he should be
Okay.
shouting.
Mhm.
You know, the defender shouldn't have to track back 20 yards.
Right.
You know, to
Just to
then-
pick up that ball.
Yeah, exactly.
But ganon, you should say, akin na yan, akin na
yeah,
yan,"
exactly.
So little things like that, you can
Yeah.
sense that you need to communicate. more.
Sayang the energy of Rocha.
True, true.
And if the keeper would have called him off, mine, you know, then Rocha could have slowed up and
Right,
you know,
right.
that, things like that. It's
Right.
communication, and it's very important that your goalie and your defense are strong at communicating.
Speaking of goalies, Hoyel just punched that one out after a long cross there, but Ateneo looking inside the box. And FEU retains possession here and patiently sending this back, trying to swing it around to the middle. Got Bugas here looking ahead. He's got Ferrer on the right side. Can this go over Colette? Nope.
Good defense.
Look at that. Number 8 versus number 8 there. You got
Costa wasn't even looking
Paredes.
for the ball there.
Paredes going up against that's
Looking
Higanto.
straight into the back.
Bang. Okay. Whoops. The misread there by Ateneo. You got Bugas.
Good track him back.
Snip, or was he hit? FEU complaining there. Meanwhile, Ateneo trying to chip this ahead, looking for Acosta one-on-one. And he gather possession first. Does not. His defender goes down. The foul is going to be on. There's a yellow card, and it's on Acosta.
Wow. Yeah, Kuban
Enough
was all
contact
over
for a yellow.
him. Here we go.
Well, look,
at-
Kuban who's with him
He
right
has
there.
the ball. He's protecting the ball. Okay. I don't see anything too. Oh,
There, the
it's
right
just that-
arm.
Yeah, at the end, but
Not too much. Was he falling down already before the
Yeah,
right arm
and-
followed through?
And Kuban was falling into him. You know?
Already,
Kuban
okay.
was already falling.
So if ever, just a foul, not a yellow
yeah,
for you.
exactly. And even if Kuban could have been called for the foul for falling into him
As
and pushing
well.
him off the ball.
Tough call there, but
That's a foul.
here's another foul. That's a clear foul there.
That
could be a yellow.
card. That could have been a yellow card. And it is.
So it's on Colette. So another yellow here
That one is deserving. The other one,
Not
not
sure.
so.
So this one going on Colette. Look of frustration in his face as well. Did you call that a frustration move as well?
Well, you know what?
With how he's being super tested here in his right wing.
Well, he's done a good job so far
Uh-huh.
here. You don't want to foul, no matter what.
Yeah.
Here in the defensive third, you foul up in the mid third by the midfield. But here, you said it earlier in the game. These guys are on free kicks are very
Yep.
dangerous. So this is not where you want to be
Jan
fouling
Meliza going straight at the goal.
players. You catch that.
And Oracion not catching it, not opting to catch it. Again, just punching it over with two hands, actually. It was a two-hand punch.
I don't know if he has confidence in himself. Look at the ball's right near
Or
him.
could it be, there are times, like I play keeper once in a while in our MMA league, said the ball's wet, it's raining, you're concerned about that.
Well, you have gloves on.
Right.
You have to have confidence in
You have
yourself.
the good gloves.
If you, yeah.
That will be dry enough to catch
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
If you have confidence in
Uh-huh.
yourself, you're gonna catch it. You're gonna do what it takes. You know. So.
There's a corner for FEU. Got 5 green shirts in the box.
I don't know if Ateneo have a goalie coach or not, but it's obvious that he needs a little more coaching.
As you mentioned earlier already, with the communication factor to begin with. But meanwhile, Ateneo looking to attack there and forcing FEU just to kick it off to the right side. A free throw in here.
You
for
know,
the Eagles.
I'll tell you, this country has a lack of goalkeepers. You know, we have some excellent midfield depth. Look at the game here. You have Rojas, you have Nano, you have Bugas. Then you have some excellent defenders and excellent strikers in the league.
So not too many kids want to play goalie?
Not so many keepers. You know, I've been searching like crazy.
Is it a matter of a choice when you're a kid that you're joining and playing football and say, I want to play keeper?
Exactly.
Everyone
Who
wants to
play
score.
goal? Exactly.
I
Who
play
wants-
keeper.
it's so hard. to
But then I
find.
stopped because I got scared of the ball. Meanwhile, here's FEU with a scoring chance again. Just left of the post there as a
that
nice
offside?
lead ball to Hurao. He was onside.
Yeah, looked a little offside. to
Looked a
me.
little offside to you.
Yeah, let's see the replay.
Check this out again. There's the ball already. We didn't see when it was
Where-
kicked.
Yeah,
Hurao had a chance. He had a difficult angle, but he had a chance there.
I don't think he had anyone in the middle to pass.
Could have
to,
cut
so
back or could have cut back
cut
as
it
well.
back and then shot. But you know, when you're running, if it's better to get a shot off on goal and test the keeper.
Not a good goal kick again here for Oracion.
Dangerous come out.
There he gathers the ball now. Well, speaking of that, you know, our UAAP commissioner, Eli San Agustin, in fact, has made an initiative to have a goalkeeper camp. And Bobby and I joined that, so that's a good start.
Yeah, really former keeper. He needs
Yes.
to start helping out the country
Absolutely.
and get more keepers out here.
Yep.
You know,
Well said.
we got rid of our foreign keeper because we want to use more
In
of
your
our, yeah.
UFL team, okay.
And
yeah.
we want to use more foreigners on the field
Rather than as
than
keepers.
a keeper. And so we don't mind getting, you know, local keepers that we can train to be better.
Right.
But we had one of the better keepers in Baba.
So for you kids out there, you know, playing soccer, it's also fun to play keeper.
Oh, it is. And look at who gets a lot of the accolades when they do
When
well.
they win, yeah, exactly.
You know, you've had Dato
If
do well
I'm not
lately.
mistaken, the keeper of Ateneo in season 75 in the championship year was the MVP.
Oh, really?
Yes.
See, you know, if it's not
It
a
wasn't
striker,
Oracion. He's gone now.
yeah, if it's not a striker, it's a goalie.
Yeah.
You look at the Ballon d'Or that was just awarded to Cristiano Ronaldo
Yep.
yesterday. Who were the 3 finalists?
One of them was a keeper, right?
Exactly, Neuer. You know, so
Neuer, yep.
you have 2 strikers and a keeper. You'll have the occasional attacking midfielder in, but it's guys who put the ball in the net or stop the balls from going in the net. normally.
Absolutely. All the actions at the net.
Exactly.
But we also know how important the guys are in the middle.
Exactly. All over the field.
Yeah.
You had Cannavaro that won it one year, you know, and it's rare that you have a defender that good when
To beat out the offensive players, the
Exactly.
scorers, and the strikers.
exactly.
Well, here's FEU again, still dominating possession really here in the first half after the first couple of minutes that Ateneo had
Well,
their possession. And would you say that it's Amita and Bugas and their gang really controlling the middle here?
they're slowing it down. I wouldn't say that they're getting a lot of opportunities. It looks like they're coming through the wing a lot, but when they do get the ball, they move it fast.
Or are they being gifted also with the errors of Ateneo?
Both.
Both as well. bit of that.
Ooh,
Well, here's
see?
Melisa
It's a great ball
almost
by
winning it
Paolo.
over Colette. Ferrer trying to turn around.
You know,
FEU.
it looks like
Interesting. Cross at the left side. Nice pass all the way. Here's a shot by Hurao.
you know, every time Bugas has time and he gets the ball in the middle, he's looking out to this side, to
the right
Melissa
wing, yeah.
over here on.
Is that because
this
they're
right.
confident that the defensive players of Ateneo on this side are the ones to attack, would you say?
I don't know.
Or it's just where they favor their strength?
Maybe Colette's young and they feel that they can attack him and test him. You know, so maybe he has less experience. But if I were them,
Here's Hurao. Look into the middle to Giganto. Can he turn and shoot? He does, but Colette blocks that one. Melisa trying to get away. Sneaks it out to Amita.
ooh, ooh, get out there.
Look out. Oh, Hurao just getting that ball away from the keeper. Oracion is not able to grab it nor punch it out. Here's a shot. Oh, look at that. Just floats over the crossbar there, and Oracion breathing a sigh of relief.
You look at the two shots Paulo has had on goal. One, he took hard and low, and the second one was a touch shot. You know, that's
Difficult to read this guy.
yeah, that is the sign of a quality player. They know when to kick it and hit it hard, and they know when to kick it with accuracy and with touch.
And that's a sign of an experienced and a very composed player. 'Cause Some
Exactly.
players are good with skill, but when they're going to take a shot, they just take the strongest shot they can
Exactly.
in front of the goal. But others, they have the composure and presence of mind to go for a real quality shot.
Exactly. You have to have that confidence. You have to be composed. You can't just be rushing. And you'll see this a lot from young defenders.
Yep.
The ball comes to them, they're just going to kick it away
Yep.
like that. You know, you can control it, 1-2 touch, look for a player, and then pass it out.
Be composed, know who's around you.
Exactly. Look how far the opponents are
Correct.
from you.
Correct.
You know. And defenders really do that a lot.
Especially the ones that are, they feel the pressure against the attacking team against them, and they just want to get it out of their mess,
The younger,
make it
more
somebody else's problem.
the younger, more inexperienced ones
Yeah.
normally do that.
Cross here by FEU, looking for Giganto. But Ateneo getting this one out. Let's see if they can be a little bit more patient this time around. They're looking ahead to the left side, looking for
Good ball.
Mabanag here. Captain looking for some help. Can't find any just yet, so he brings it up a little bit further. Will he win a corner here? No. Yes. Okay, so at least he gets a corner out of this one for Ateneo.
You know, whenever you get that ball out in the wing, he should be taking his man. He's quick. He's a quick player. He should take his man down the wing, one-on-one, and cross the ball.
Because
to
when
the
he
middle.
initially caught the ball and controlled it, he was looking right back to the middle to try to send it back.
No, you have space down that wing. Take the ball, run, and give a good
Here's
feed
a
into
corner
the
kick.
goal. And, that's 3 now.
Wow.
3 by this keeper.
Oyel missing that save, and it just floats outside to the right side of the post. Let's get a closer look here on the replay. Wow, right through his hands.
Yep. If I were...
Was he bothered? Was his vision bothered by...
whether you're bothered or
Rojas
not,
in front of him?
if you're going to go up, you go up strong,
Yep.
hard, and you make sure the ball is not going back towards your net.
And Rojas there, as small as he is, was unmanned by FEU's defense there. Now he gets it and takes a fall, but that's a sign of a good keeper. You fall down with the ball, keep control, get up right away, and get it out to your attacking players. Nice pass to Giganto, making mincemeat of the defense of Paredes.
If I
Not a
were
good cross though.
Ateneo, I would get the ball down the wings, send their tall men forward.
They've
and
got the
put a
taller
cross-
players.
Yeah, put a cross into that box, man. Test the keeper. Obviously, there's been 3 times he's fumbled the ball. One player go to the keeper, one player look for the rebound.
So if anything for FEU, you'd see, if anything, there's a weakness today. So far, it's a keeper.
Oh, 100%.
But the question is, can Ateneo get that close up front
Yeah.
to continue to test him as well? Here's Oracion, who's had his challenges today for Ateneo. Has given up 1 goal so far. That was at the 14th minute to Paulo Bugas. And there's another foul as FEU's midfield continues to attack, continues to be aggressive.
Yeah. You know, they keep pushing hard, pushing forward. FEU definitely looking like the better team here in the ongoing, early going. You You know, they're winning the battles in the middle, and they're getting passed into the second level here, and Ateneo forced to foul or just unable to gather the ball, and they need to find a way to not foul here in the defensive third. And
These are the dangerous areas.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
this is a little bit further out
But
the last third, but
yeah.
still dangerous for FEU.
Look at 1-2.
Wow, look at that.
No,
Amita gets it,
Good,
but
good Rojas.
Rojas takes it away. FEU making sure they retain possession here. Sent to the right side by Chavez. Here's FEU on the left wing. Looking for Higanto in the middle. Sets it up for Amita. Almost had a chance there. Cuts back to the left foot. Look at that. Amita showing his quality. Right foot block. Angle turn left. And gets it past Oracion for second goal of FEU.
The two guys we said that Ateneo needs to stop have just scored today's game.
Look at this. He wanted to go right. Denied there by Rocha. Goes left. Wow.
Placement. Good placement. The two guys they want to stop scores the goal.
Got a man down though for FEU as the medic team coming up. But here's another look at that. Look at that. The right side
Beautiful
denied. Turn to the left. That's his weaker foot right there. He's right-footed. But is there anything weak about this little mighty mouse of a player?
Mighty Mouse. That might be
Mighty
a good nickname.
Amita. Let's see if that sticks. Mighty
Mighty
Arnel
Amita. Very, very, very tough. Very strong, strong-minded player. You know, I was talking to Coach Master Kim, and Master Kim was saying, you know, there's some days he shows up, and when he shows up, he's great, and some days he doesn't.
That's
you know,
Hurao being carried off the field, by the way.
well, right now they have 5 players out. So if Hurao doesn't play, I don't know how many subs they have on
left.
that bench, or how many quality subs they will have on that bench. They are lucky they're up 2-0 right now if Hurao can't get back
And
into
that
this
move by Amita, you know, going back to their composure. You know, some people just go right and they'll go for the strong foot. No matter if there's someone in front of them or not, they just go for the strike. But he just said, I'm pulling it back and turn to my left.
Yep. And confident, quality, composed player.
Galing. Ganda ng patience ni Amita doon. Scoring the second goal for FEU in the 33rd minute. 2-0 na po ang score natin. Live po tayo ngayon sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action here from the FEU Diliman campus in Fairview. Weather's gotten better. Still chilly and windy, but there's no more rain.
I'll take chilly versus...
yeah, than getting wet.
Yeah.
When it does get wet on this surface, how does it affect the speed of the ball?
It just
Little bit
slips.
slipperier?
It
Slips some more?
skids across the surface. Those are the times when you want to shoot and shoot low off the carpet. When you pass, you have to be sure when you control the ball because sometimes it'll just skip on you.
Well, we've seen the 2 goals of FEU score down low. There's Ateneo. See if they can
Good ball.
bounce back and
Get on
gather
it.
composure.
Nice try.
So good attempt there by Liai, who's hardly touched the ball actually. We haven't seen much of Liai around the ball. And he's one of the veterans that remains from that season 75 championship team of Ateneo.
You know, it's always good to have a vet in the team. Jurao's still down over there. I wonder
Yeah, he's still there in the...
how bad that is. Ooh, good
So
ball.
look out, Higanto here against Oracion. Will he get this? No, wow. What a ball, what a pass. Was it Amita who gave that pass to him?
I didn't see it. I just
Either
saw
Amita or Bugas,
great-
one of those two, they were there.
But
Beautiful pass. There you go, it's
Amita.
Amita. Look at this. Maybe just a little too strong, but
no, it's perfect. He
right
could've-
there, yeah. It was because Oracion made a good decision
Yeah,
this time.
exactly.
He came out.
And he kind of clipped a little bit the foot of Higanto.
Yes,
If
exactly,
Higanto would have
yeah.
gone down there, that'll be a penalty
Could
kick.
have been, right? Yep.
Yep.
So the pass was excellent, actually. It was
No, it
on
was
the
good.
ball.
Yeah.
Perfect lead pass there by Amita. There's Ateneo now with possession, left side, left flank here. With a throw in to Mabanag here. He's the team captain, also one of the few veterans remaining from that championship squad. He's been quiet today, hasn't had much of an impact. Him and Liai, it's been their youngsters on the back line that have been tested a lot with this aggressive attack of FEU.
You know, their midfield, they put Miko in the middle. I know him as a winger. I haven't seen him play much in the middle. He's gotten lost a little bit here. You want to see him
So you
get
think
ball
it's
in
his
space.
unfamiliarity with where he is now as compared
No,
to being
I'm
in the
sure
wing?
he's been training there a bit, but
Mhm.
his natural position is for me as a winger because he's quick, speedy, and can get the ball and beat his man and cross. And that's his game. Oh my gosh. Close. Off the post.
There's Ateneo. Paredes all alone. Ferrer, Calamba, ganging upon him, taking the ball away. Look at FEU. That's their patience. They're sending it back to the keeper.
And you notice it seems like a lot of the Ateneo players, when they get the ball in space out wide or wherever, they seem like they're all alone. They don't have enough of their players approaching them to support. Like here, you have one guy out on the wing.
He's all alone.
Yeah, he's pretty much all alone.
No one to pass back to, no one to cross in the middle to.
And the one player that did approach was maybe 15, 20 yards away, and he had a man on him.
We got our
already.
first substitution here. Montemayor will be coming out. And number 91. Interesting choice of number. Don't normally see numbers that high in football. Pertigon is coming in. That is his birth year. I feel really Diba? Some people choose their numbers as their birth year.
Oh my goodness. No,
Compute.
that, it would still be fairly
Makes him
old.
23.
23.
Yeah, old for
24,
college,
23, yeah.
22, 24. Who knows? No. 91. That's his number.
Baka,
So Pertigon
baka,
is in.
baka 9 plus 1.
And Montemayor is out. So first change of the game for Ateneo in the 36th
And the second
minute.
one coming straight away.
For Ateneo as well.
Yeah.
What does that say about how Coach JP is looking at the quality of play right now?
Oh, man, it's I don't know what he's looking to do.
Is it fatigue? Is it disappointment with the way that they're...
Well, the
playing?
wings of Ateneo are fairly fast. So maybe he puts in a younger, faster player that
Okay.
can keep up potentially with whoever they had on that wing.
So he took out a defender, though, in Montemayor, who plays the right side.
But he's still, that 91 is playing there on the right defense as
Okay.
well.
He's not that big, too. Pretty small.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to
So as
do
big as
speed
like
for
Abita.
speed.
So do you expect this kid to be overlapping and attacking as well when they have the chance?
I think he's just supposed to be like a little fly there that bugs the player that has the ball and gets his foot in when he can get a chance. You know, the defender they had on that far side was getting beat a couple times.
By Curao, yeah. A few times there were long balls. They're on target, but he couldn't get to it. Talking about Montemayor, you're right.
Exactly. Now you have a big guy coming in for Curao, who has left the field injured, I believe. That's a big disappointment for FEU here. Ooh, Jurao
So
looks
this is Mulero.
bad.
And Hurao's still out on the stretcher.
Yeah.
So he's going to come out, and Mulero's going to come in. Mulero, though, we know plays defense. So
that-
will we see an alignment change and a
Who's
defender
gonna
go
move
up?
forward?
He's pointing at somebody.
Yeah, the left fullback will probably move forward.
So Mulero will go to the back. And it looks like he's sent up somebody there. So Hurao is out. The free kick inside the box. Look out.
Good
Another
save.
shot here. This was Ferrer. Well timed. Not easy to do that. So Mulero in the match now. This big guy can control the back line for FEU. There he is. Heading it over to
Yeah.
Ferrer.
Get it out there.
Mulero's big and wide and tough, but his speed might be tested, and I think that's why sometimes Coach Master Kim does hesitate to field him against quicker teams.
I can imagine. He does have the body type of a player that you'd want in, say, the UFL, right?
Yeah.
You know, big, solid, that can play against the Phil Young husbands of this world. But is he fast enough? Is he intelligent enough? Does he have the skill to play there at the center back the way the coach wants him to play?
So who did he send up eventually when he took the place there in the back? Is it Chavez? Looks like Chavez is now up in the left wing. 27. So
Went-
from the
yeah,
back, Chavez is now up.
moved
Yeah.
forward, yeah.
Ahead to Chavez, speaking of.
And 91 there gets his foot into it.
Got another sub coming up or already came in.
Came in.
This is for the second sub of Ateneo. We didn't get to mention number 10 went out. That was number 10 here, or number 10 comes in, and number 6 came out. That's Castillo. Castillo's out, and Gaudel comes in. Gaudel came in for Castillo there before Mulero came in. FEU here with the ball on the left side.
I think they moved Miko out to the right wing.
And this is what you were wondering before the match when you saw Mabanag aligned there in the middle rather than in the wing.
Yeah.
So Gaudel comes in the middle and Mabanag now goes outside.
Yeah. Gives him more space to play in a comfortable area, I believe, for him. I think Ateneo have more men going forward now. Oop, they're switching Miko over to the left side.
Free kick here, long ball by Ateneo. Not going to get a corner here, but they're going to get a throw in near the corner. 42 minutes have gone by here in the first half. This is FEU going up against Ateneo. FEU currently, because of the win of LaSalle earlier, they are ranked number 4. With 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, total of 10 points. They're tied with NU actually with 10 points for 4th and 5th place. We have Ateneo at 3 wins and 2 draws and no loss. Long throw in here.
Good punch by the keeper.
Those throw-ins are not easy. Reminds me of your brother.
Yeah.
Who does that a lot.
Not
Not a lot of players can do that, huh?
I don't
The
know. You
accuracy
know,
and the strength.
it's the strength. I don't know. He goes to the gym a lot, I guess.
The core.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the arms. Really. He
You can do
arches really
everything,
far
yeah.
back. It's the abs right there. It's the core.
Yeah, my brother has good abs, man.
Yeah, he's got okay abs. Speaking from 2 guys who don't have any abs.
Exactly.
Wait till you're married with kids, I thought.
He's getting there.
He's getting there. What's the call here? Looks like FEU will retain possession here. We got another man down for FEU on the left side. We don't know yet exactly what happened to Horao. Oh, ouch. Strong. So the
For a
hip,
little man, he's
Pretty
pretty
going,
tall.
yeah, with the-
Yeah. That's
that
nice.
That hip hits Chavez smack on the face.
Good draw.
It's like a pretty. It could be a pretty solid punch if he were bigger.
Oh, that is a
That's
solid punch.
But if Perdigon were bigger, if that were Bolero,
he would
that
be
could knock
knocked
somebody out,
yeah.
right? Seriously.
Concussion.
Yeah. So Perdigon there.
His jaw's gonna
luckily-
be sore for the rest of this
Luckily
game.
for Chavez, Perdigon's only like 5'3", 5'4", and like 130, 40 pounds.
110 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But hey, that's what I like to see in players.
You want to see that from
Yeah,
Ateneo today.
exactly.
Some feistiness.
Exactly.
Here's Ferrer beating Colette on the right side. Just toying around with him
Oh, don't.
to the middle to Amita. And Ateneo's defense gambling too much, would you say, Armand?
You know, they're stabbing in. They're putting their feet in. They're poking at balls, and they just need to hold their ground and force the ball back. You know,
There's Rocha trying to get it away. Out of trouble.
settle time.
There's Colette gathering himself here. Looking up to Mabanag. Just runs out of real estate there.
2 minutes of added time here.
Oh, but it is Ateneo ball, so it was last touch by FEU. So 2 minutes extra time here in the first half. Ateneo sending us back to the left side to Acosta. Is that offside? It's offside for Ateneo on Ateneo. You got to give it to FEU. They still respond well defensively,
Yeah.
as much as they are aggressively overloading
You know,
offensively.
Horao going down, kind of the whole system of FEU. I don't know why, but with Horao going down, Ateneo starting to push forward a little more. It's not so one-sided anymore as it was the past 15 minutes. But you know, let's see. Maybe it's the adjustments Ateneo's been making.
Free kick here for FEU, taken by the keeper, Hoyel, sending everybody.
Look at Rojas
Stop.
playing right there in front of the defense. He's playing more of a holding mid position.
Bugas here. See if he retains possession. 2 white shirts right on him, sends it back. FEU gonna cross this to the right side.
You know,
Rocha kicking out.
this Rocha, he reads the game fairly well, which is good.
And he's using his height.
Yeah.
You know, he's using his advantage here in height. Look at this
Oh.
nifty move by Higanto, almost chipping it over the defense back to himself. Chavez here, trying to cross it back in the middle. Cleared out by Ateneo.
Rocha just needs a little more polishing. He could be a decent player.
He's got the size to play the high balls defensively.
He's reading the game fairly well. He needs to communicate a little more, I guess, with his defense
and with his keeper.
Yeah.
Amita in the middle. Dumolero overlapping in the right side, trying to cross it over, but this way over the goal. Clearly not his strength, but what an effort for him to come all the way up top here from the back line. And we got the whistle here that signals halftime here at FEU Diliman between Ateneo and FEU. Ateneo trailing the defending champions 2-0. And we'll be taking a quick break. When we come back, we'll break down this first half, take a look at some highlights. We've had a lot of them, including those 2 goals, and we'll also take a look at some halftime stats to see where these 2 teams are and where, respectively, they can improve, and we'll see if Ateneo can bounce back and get a goal to make this a better ball game. We'll be right back. Stick around here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. Welcome back to FEU Diliman here in Quezon City. Halftime here between Ateneo and FEU, the battle of the past 2 champions. FEU the champion for season 76. Ateneo was the champion for season 75. 2-0. 2-0 po ang lamang ng Tamaraos. And we'll take a look at some highlights here. This was some of the early attempts of FEU as they had just been so aggressive and really testing the defense of Ateneo and the goalkeeping of Oracion as well. But Ateneo had their chances, with Hoyel being not perfect, would you say, right?
He definitely made a few lapses in judgment, bobbled the ball a few times, let the balls go through his hands in the early going.
Here's the goal.
Great shot by Bugas.
And that was a miscue by the defense of Ateneo, which FEU just quickly took advantage. Higanto with a back heel straight to Paulo Bugas.
The precision of that shot. Ang galing niya talaga.
It was just a quick strike. He didn't have to gather or control whatsoever. There's a free kick by Melisa challenging Oracion again. Another try for Bugas here. Went just above the crossbar. With Oracion is nowhere near that if he was on target.
Here's another miscue by the keeper right through his hands.
Hoyel totally missed this one. It went straight through his hands. Ateneo's had their corners. They've had some chances in the corners. They haven't had much in terms of
going forward, shooting on goal.
Shots, Here's another goal, the second goal of FEU. Anita
showing his quality there.
Denied on the right side, turns left, and takes everybody by surprise, including Oracion.
Yeah, good. Very good, very good.
Look at that. What a move. That's just skill and composure put together in this tiny package.
Yeah.
We like to call today the mighty Amita. Look at that. And here again, Amita almost with the assist here to Higanto. If not for Oracion with a good, aggressive, come forward, trying to get that ball away from
Higanto.
That one just went off the crossbar there. So that's how action-packed it was. You can see from the video that it was really favoring FEU, and the stats show it right now. 9-1 in shots, Armand.
Well, yeah, after the first 5 minutes of the game, you had Ateneo going forward a bit, and then it settled down. FEU started attacking. The ball was on Ateneo's side of the field majority of the time, and even when Ateneo got the ball, there seemed to be very little purpose when they went forward. So
they have had 2 corners, though, compared to 1, but they don't seem to be a very efficient team in terms of corners and getting a scoring opportunity from that.
Well, corners is one thing. Yes, it's very important to have all these free kicks in these dangerous areas, but you need to be able to do something going forward.
Yep.
You got to be able to get forward, and they haven't been able to get forward with men.
Because the corners that they won were not off a good build. They're just long balls that the defense was desperate to just tap it out, right?
Exactly.
It wasn't really good quality ball ahead. We've had 5 yellow cards today, folks. It's been a pretty rough game. You have Acosta, Colette, and Liay with yellows for Ateneo. And then for FEU, Bugas and Amita actually have been given yellows as well.
I didn't see the ones to Bugas and Amita.
Me too. I didn't notice that. I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah.
We were chatting about something else probably when it happened and just thought they were ordinary fouls.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, they've been booked. So they have yellows here in this match. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, second half action here at the FEU Diliman for FEU and Ateneo in UAAP Season 77 Men's Football live on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. welcome back to FEU Fern in Diliman. If you haven't been here, do come out and check out the UAAP football match this year on Thursday. Only today, it's a special Wednesday today because of the Pope's schedule. So the UAAP adjusted it. Yeah, but normally we are playing here on Thursdays for our TV games, and the weekends the matches are in Ateneo. But this is a beautiful campus, and you can make your way out here. Not too hard to get to from Commonwealth Avenue. About 10 minutes coming into the Ferndale subdivision, and this is a gorgeous pitch, one of the nicest ones of the colleges around here in Metro Manila.
It's beautiful out
Yep.
here. If I lived out north, I wouldn't mind living around here.
Weather is good today. It stopped raining already, and it's nice and cool, and not too breezy. And I've been here on a windier day, which really affected the eyeballs before.
Yeah.
Not today. It's been an interesting match so far. 2-0. 2-0 po ang lamang ng FEU Tamaraws, who some could say this is their home field advantage, but they're used to it. And you did mention that Mastercam is not happy with the sudden change in schedule, and then the pitch conditions is not, favorable. Yeah.
No, he definitely wasn't happy with that at the game. I'm sure he would have loved to have had it here. You know, aside from the change in schedule, focus shifting away for his players, the field wasn't favorable to his team as well.
Here's second half is underway, and we'll see if what Ateneo can do to make some changes. They have made some subs in the first half already, but they haven't made much of an impact yet. But what do you think they can do, they should do, Armand, to try to at least get one goal back here?
First is they need to shore up the middle. They
Okay.
need to stop Bulgas and Nano from creating. So there needs to be a tighter midfield around Paolo and Nano to shut them down. Second is they need to get more people forward. They can't just attack with Acosta and Nico. There need to be much more people going forward.
Here's a free kick for Ateneo. Looking inside the box. Could not get it to anybody in scoring position there. We got a foul here as Di didn't have much of the ball in the first half, and you were expecting a lot more from him being one of the veterans in the squad. Was not involved in much of the action.
Well, for Ateneo, this is where your leaders need to step up. They need to get on the ball more. They need to dictate the pace of this game. So hopefully Miko and Lei can get out there and lead this team.
Speaking of Miko and Lei, they tried to connect right there as Miko Mabanag took that free kick, looking for Lei ahead. And they play it down here. And that's number 10, Gaudiel, with a healthy scream to make sure the refs hear that he got hit or hurt and he's down.
Well, this is typical Filipino, you referees.
Get the attention of the refs.
You get a bigger guy like this versus a smaller Filipino.
Mulero. Mulero with just a smile na lang. Really? I touched him. I hurt him. Okay, but free kick nonetheless here. Para sa Ateneo and Mabanag. This is more dangerous territory right here. It's on the left side though. Is Miko left-footed?
I know him as a left footer.
Okay, so he's the right guy to take
But
the shot, but he
right
takes it with his
foot.
right.
This guy's it.
This guy's way over the bar. There's an interesting option there as he and Gaudiel smile this one off. But not a laughing matter so far for Ateneo. They are down 2-0. And right now they are sitting at third place in the team standings. 3 wins, 2 draws. And at 11 points, ahead of them is La Salle at second place with 12 points, who won earlier today, and UP ahead of everybody, but barely, with only 13 points.
If they lose here, they're going to go down to 4th place.
Right.
They need to push more men forward, and they need to go for this win.
So we have FU here on the right side. Trying to cross it to the left, actually, not just to the middle. Looking all the way to Ferrer.
Oh, miscommunication. 2 guys going to there. Shouldn't be happening.
Calamba up ahead here. Normally just sitting back. Amita is down. Got a foul here, and then another free kick in dangerous territory here. Given up by Ateneo.
The Ateneo's lucky that FU haven't converted from these areas. They need to be a little more careful and sure-footed when they get into their defensive third.
Free kick here for FU, looking into the box, dangerous.
Good kick.
There's a Great kick there. Just could not find a green shirt, but headed out by Ateneo. Ateneo will retain possession. Look at this free kick. Well, this is when Amita won the foul, got the foul, won the free kick. Sumabi talaga sa paa. No foul there. Throw in for Ateneo here. Digon looking ahead to the right side. FEU retains possession here to the right side to Chavez. Cross a little too high. Ferrer controlling it to Amita. He's dangerous there. Cuts it back. Finds Higanto.
What's the name of that young right back? Perdigon?
Perdigon from Ateneo, 91.
Yeah, you know, he seems fairly decent. His movements are...
Pesky enough.
Yeah, his movements are decent.
So
he's making the right...
don't judge him by his size. Well, that's what we say about Amita, right?
Yeah.
And here it is. Amita versus Perdigon. Amita beats him. Crosses to the middle. They've got time to shoot this one, and Chavez was denied there. Nice pass there by Amita, who got by Perdigon. We got our wish. We saw them one-on-one.
Yeah. And, well, the experience of
there you go,
Nano.
Amita, one out. Perdigon did his best to stay in front of him. Tried to deny
How old
the lane.
that number 91 is? 19, 18 years old?
Probably not his birth year, you think? We'll find out later on.
His age
I'll get
backwards,
that for
I don't
you.
know. Oh my goodness.
Well, we do have, some seniors who are at around that age, 22, 24, who play, in the fourth year, fifth year in college. But double check that for you, Armand.
True. It doesn't look like he's a senior.
FEU here, not allowing Ateneo to gain any momentum offensively. Amita is back there battling in the middle. And he wins this free kick.
For all the kids out there, all the players that play in the UAAP and have aspirations of going to the UFL, you need to benchmark yourselves against players like a Kubon, like Nano, Amita, even Miko is there. These guys are youngsters playing in the UAAP that will be around for a long time in the UFL or whatever national league we have here in the country. So if you want to join and play against the likes of Phil and James,
and have a career out of it,
you got to make sure you're just as good and intelligent and skillful as some of these guys out here today. Because I'll tell you, there's some guys out here that want to go forward, but they don't put in the work. So you benchmark versus these guys, and if you can compare yourselves to them favorably, then you have a future.
It's not just about having the heart on the field. You got to be prepared with the skill as well, and that takes a lot of effort and time to put into it to work on that.
On and off the pitch. And good ball across the field, onside. You gotta be working. You gotta be in the gym twice a week at the least. Doing extra work. You can't just be training once a day. And these are things that I want even some of my younger players on my football team to know. It's not just about coming to practice every day. You got to put in the work.
Your mindset is 24/7. You're a professional football player.
You're a professional football player making a living, trying to get onto the ASCALs. The only way to do it is not just by enjoying and playing and saying, hey, I'm on this team. You want to show. You want to be in that starting 11. And that entails you eating right, going to the gym,
keeping conscious of your health every single moment of the day. That's why it's called a profession, not just a hobby.
Exactly.
If it's a hobby, weekend warriors like us, that's fine.
Exactly.
We only play 2 hours a week and that's it.
And it's hard because these youngsters don't always know what being a professional is.
Right. Well, we're getting there. We're laying the foundations of a good day. I had a good chat with Coach Dooley the other day. We aired a story on ANC as well, in fact, and that's one of his wishes, that the professional league continue to improve, the quality of the games to improve, and even the quality of the fans coming out, because that adds to the big picture.
Yeah,
of
definitely.
how competition gets better.
Exactly.
There's Ateneo trying to get at an attack there, but FEU quickly back with 3 green shirts. And as we've said throughout this match, even though FEU has a lot of players up front, their defensive line has held their own. There again, Menzi with a good job there.
Kubon doing a great job there in the back.
And add Mulero in the mix. Yeah, tough back line to crack. Oyel kicks this ahead, looking for Amita. And Menzi again, back to Amita. Ateneo takes this away though. You've got Gaudiel trying to squeeze his way through the defense, but he can't do it on his own, Armand.
Yeah, no, definitely can't. Look at, you only have 2-3 white guys up in attack there from Ateneo. And how many do you see when FEU go forward?
Dame, I lose count.
Yeah. You just
At
look
least
at
4 or 5.
you look at the position of the field right now. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys already pushing up onto the attacking third with Nano and Paolo following. You know, you look at the when Ateneo gets the ball back here.
And here's Sicanto inside.
Okay.
There's another nice
So
pass by Nano.
look at the field now. The keeper has the ball.
Right.
Acosta is here up on top. How many guys do you see running towards the midfield?
Yeah.
Everyone's jogging or walking.
Yep. You gotta
You
be
know?
quick in transition as
Yeah.
well.
And you gotta want that ball. You gotta move forward. If you're
Yep.
not gonna push forward, then the attack of FEU is gonna stay forward, and they're not gonna drop back.
So it's not even just when you have the ball. You gotta put yourself in position to put pressure on the defense, even without the ball.
Exactly. It's you know, the movements that you make off the ball
Right.
are what create the space
Correct.
and dictate the way the game is played.
There's a lot of communication is involved with that one as well, and that's what you get. You're in awe of a lot of professional teams who can do that amidst the noise of a stadium that's jam packed. Right. I mean, this is the best opportunity to learn it because it's not that noisy. You can communicate
Yes.
easier.
You know, you asked some of the players when they were playing in Thailand, they couldn't even hear each other. You know, they
You can hardly hear yourself think. That's how loud it can
Exactly,
get. Yep.
Exactly. So, you know, if they don't know how to communicate either non-verbally or verbally, it's going to be very difficult.
Absolutely. Here's good communication for FEU. Menzi is way up top there. Saved himself with a net. That's familiarity of the home pitcher. He knows he can just run after it. He won't fall off the cliff because that is a cliff after that goal
Pretty
line.
much, yeah.
He knows there's a net there. It's like, okay lang. It's like resting, you know, you just bounce off the ropes.
Having a little fun. And I don't know, if I did
He's
that,
fine.
I'd probably hurt myself.
I'm sure they do that a lot here in
nice,
practice.
nice to have the youth and the young legs.
There's Oracion here. He hasn't been quite strong as well in
That's
his
a
goal
foul.
kicks. It's a strong hit in the back there by, is it Ferrer? He's going to get a card here. Or a warning at least.
That was a tough.
He does get a card. It's a yellow card here for Ferrer.
He wasn't even looking. He just came in hard.
He was far from the ball. Yeah, he was far from the ball there. He had no chance
And
in
the
the
timing
ball.
was way off.
So that is a foul on Ferrer. A clear foul. A good call on the yellow there.
Look at the ball's crossed, but nobody is in that space. You know, Ateneo have a lot of work to do. I guess maybe the hard work and the desire to win is what's helping Ateneo right now in the league. But they have. Oh wow!
Menzi there with a strong check on Gaudel. And whenever Gaudel gets hit, he makes sure everybody hears it. That's the second time.
Pero mas sakit nun.
That's
You
the
look at
second.
that.
This one really
Oh,
hurt.
oh.
I think this one hurt more than the first
But
one.
he's still there smiling,
Yeah.
Gaudel. But
He
look
felt
at
that one. And Menzi's big, huh?
Yeah.
Hindi po mag-aking katawan ni Menzi. He's a big kid.
Yep.
That's why he used to play keeper. He's got the size for it.
Well, he definitely grew an inch or two.
Yep. So apparently Bob Guerrero was still hanging on to the qualifiers. It's the brother Menzi, the keeper. There are two Menzis.
No
It's
wonder,
the Menzi
no wonder he
keeper.
looked like he grew a couple inches.
Because he's not him. Okay. It's the wrong Menzi. There are very few people named Menzi. So.
Well, thank you, Bob Guerrero.
Thank you, Bob Guerrero. We owe you dinner for that one. Not hotel dinner, like a burger or Master Kim's Korean food.
Yeah,
here.
there we go.
We should go there, Bob. Seriously, we should. One of these days, we're gonna go for dinner here at Master Kim's Korean food.
Master Kim with all the.
For all you know, it's gonna make us better football players after a magical meal in Master Kim's restaurant.
Oh, for all the exposure on TV, Master Kim should give you a free lunch.
Oh, well, meanwhile, his magic continues to work here with FEU. They are in control of this match, 2-0, nearing the 59th minute of this game. They lost Horao, who got injured in the first half. We have not got an update on how he is yet. But so far, Even losing him from that left wing that they were attacking so well with him, they have been able to manage. You did say they're down, what, 5 guys today?
They were down 5 guys, yeah.
Sa dami ng kanilang injuries.
Injuries and 3 failures.
Left side here. That's looking at
Go run, Nico, run.
Ateneo trying to get this ball away. Banag, not easy going up against Paulo Bugas. I would not want to go up against Paulo Bugas. It's really tough cover and tough as well when he plays defense too.
They're speedy guys, man. They're
Yep.
quick and speedy, great on the ball. You know, and
Strong too, huh?
Yeah.
Exceedingly strong.
Well, he's
strong lower body.
He's gotten bigger.
Yep.
And
Not good.
too many mistakes here
Classic
by
there for
Ateneo.
Ateneo, yeah. When they have the chances to attack, they're not able to contain control of that ball. Throw in again for FEU. Mulero is now pretty high up there. Anita looking to the left side. Bugas.
Look at the space Amita has when he gets that ball. You know,
It's
there's
open.
no one
Yeah.
5 yards around him. Look at there. He's dribbling.
I mean, the fact that he
15,
can dribble
20
10, 15
yeah.
yards without being touched, that's
Yeah.
not a good thing.
You know, as a midfielder, you cannot allow the other midfielder to get space.
Is that also respect for his speed? Could
Well,
be.
if you're scared, yeah, but you know what? If you are scared of their speed,
Mhm.
the best way to play against someone that's fast is to deny them the ball.
Okay.
How do you deny them the ball? Is the moment that they go to receive that ball, you
Mhm.
come up to them.
Cut them off already.
And even if they receive that ball, they're not going to turn because you're on their back.
Right.
And if they try and turn, if you're in the midfield, mid-third, fine, foul them. If they try and turn, you can maybe
Right.
steal the ball. Or they get the ball and they have to play it straight back out to the defense.
Speaking of defense, here's FEU making sure Ateneo does not get an easy opportunity here. Ateneo gets the ball back to the dismay of the FEU crowd right behind them. Perdigon chips it to the middle, finds Liai. Again, one of the few times you've seen Liai get a foot on the ball. He has not been a factor today.
You know, the center back there needs to be able to hear, you have time, control the ball,
Right.
chest it down, and pass it out. Don't just hit it. to
Don't
nobody.
rush.
Yeah, it went to no one.
Liai losing this one to Melisa.
Liai looking a little tired here.
Giganto. Up against Rocha, and he's all over the place here. Rocha goes down. Cross here for FEU. Too strong, finds Bugas though on the other side. They can reset this one. As Bugas patiently kicks it back out
Intelligently.
to Calamba, who's up ahead now. Cross here by Bugas. Little too strong. And it just floats out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Ateneo. Got a substitution coming in. 99, number 99. That's Manikis coming in for number 8,
Paredes.
Paredes. Paredes has been playing up front to the right side. Not sure if that's where Manikis will end up as well. Figure this one out in a bit.
I think Paredes ended up switching with Miko and playing up on their left, and that's where Manikis is playing now. So Ateneo using up a lot of their subs today.
Yep. It's their third or fourth sub already. If I'm not mistaken, UAAP allows 5?
You know, it's
We will double check with
Mr.
7 subs.
Yeah.
Okay, 7 subs. That's a lot.
That is a lot. I mean,
It's good to get a lot of people
UFL uses
involved.
5.
Right.
You know, so
When the Ascals play, they're allowed
3.
3.
International players 3, unless you have a friendly, which they'll allow 5.
But I guess it's a great thing for younger football, to get the kids more exposure. Even though they can,
It's a good and a bad thing.
stamina-wise, they
Yeah.
can take it. but
It's a good and a bad thing. I mean, a good thing that you get more exposure for more of your players. A bad thing because sometimes you don't need to train as hard to because okay, I'll
for
play
your
30,
stamina,
40
yeah,
minutes.
I'll play hard 30 minutes because I know a
Yeah,
sub's coming in.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
You know, so it depends on how you
Right.
manage your team.
It depends on the coaches and how they use that to their advantage.
And the attitude. I remember one year Coach Hans played me, John Chuan, Dave Havagana. They were all good football players. We were probably in our third year, and he'd bring us off the bench after 30 minutes because he wanted to have a very strong second half or second team, and so we knew, okay, we're only going to play 30, 45 minutes. We don't have to work as hard. They're all running.
I don't think that
hard.
was a directive of
No,
Coach Hans. That was
definitely
you
not.
guys. That was on you guys.
and that's
Don't
that's
put
what
that
I'm
on
saying.
Coach Hans. Yeah.
No, and that's what I'm saying. As
Right.
players, if you know that's what's going to
Yeah.
happen,
You might have that.
you
know,
take
a step back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially now that back then there was no professional league. You don't realize
Right.
what. I'll tell you, I only knew what it was like to be a professional.
Wait, did Calamba use his butt?
Yeah, he
Stop
did.
that ball?
Yeah, he did. He did.
If you don't have a leg, a right foot or left foot to stop that ball, use your behind.
Use your butt. Why not?
Why not?
Nobody was
Nifty
there.
skill there by Calamba. Got a round of applause here from the FEU crowd. Even Bob Guerrero.
Yeah, Bob loves all those things.
What do you call that, Bob? A butt stop?
A butt trap.
Look at that. Look at that. Wow. That's not easy, huh? To time that? A butt trap. Okay, you're coining that term. Armando Rosario called it a
trap.
butt trap. Okay. Here's Giganto on the left wing. Let's see if he can take advantage. Oh, look at this. Trying to go over Perdigo.
What are these guys
Wow.
doing? They're
What? Are you serious? Getting fancy. Now, what do you call that again? There's a
the
word.
rainbow.
The rainbow. Yep. Look at this. Look at this. Kind of gets it, but Perdigo was able to react to it.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
because he's small. Because if you're taller, he might have tried to jump and head that, right? And it
Maybe,
would have gone over him.
possibly.
But since he's smaller, he knows we got a sub here. Butt trapper Calamba goes out.
Just.
I hope Master Kim's not putting on because of that. So Ranios
man.
comes in, number 21 for Calamba. Hey, Calamba's done a good job today as well defensively. He hasn't let up on his side, and he's come up as well a couple of times. Wow, some fun that Calamba has instigated here, and he saw Encanto
The butt trapper.
with the rainbow.
Nice. They've turned this into some type of.
It's only a 2-0 lead. It's not
Yeah.
like it is a blowout like they had against.
They're turning it into an
Addison
exhibition.
9-1, I know.
I wouldn't be surprised to see some more tricks come out of here.
Okay, Bugas here on the left side. Goes with the left-footed cross. Ooh, this is headed out by Ateneo. It's a corner kick for FEU. 66 minutes gone by. 2-0. No goals scored so far in the second half. We've seen a lot of action though. A lot of fun here for FEU. It hasn't been fun for Ateneo. They've been frustrated and disappointed with the lack of attack here in the second half. They had some shots on goal and opportunities in the first half, but none coming so far in the second half.
Oh man, Ateneo need a lot of work to do, to beat FU here in the last 20 minutes or so.
Ateneo actually has not lost this year. They have 3 wins and 2 draws.
Well, this will be their first.
This will be the first loss if this continues.
Yeah.
Ooh, almost.
Yeah, no,
Good back in there.
Good effort to put that back in.
Bugas with a volley there. Gonna kick it down, and hopefully the lucky bounce gets back in the net again. It was kicked out of danger by Ateneo or by FEU. Last touch by FEU, so it's Ateneo ball. They're batting against Colette. I don't know why the ball is called. Oh, it's a foul, probably. Yeah, that's a free kick here. It was a foul by Ferrer, who's had his fair of contact today. His fair share of contact today.
Scary.
Vertigon here on the right side, looking ahead to Gaudiel. And he just can't control it.
I'll tell you, the minute
Alios.
that the defender at the midfield on Ateneo get the ball, the defender on FEU
He's right there.
is coming out
Yeah.
to cover the guy he's gonna pass to.
Yep.
There's no space. The moment the guy has the ball, there's a defender from FEU within his vicinity.
Foul there, Mabanag. Nico Mabanag gets a yellow card.
Puts a hard hit.
Medyo
on.
marami ang yellow card natin today.
You know what I like about these FU guys, Nano in particular. Nano and Paolo, they'll take a decent hit, and they'll get back up, like Anto Gonzalez.
Yep.
Ang galing ni Anto. He'll hit you hard,
Okay.
and as hard as you hit him back,
He'll
tayo
take it.
kagad.
Stand
Tayo
up and take
kagad,
it,
Yeah.
yep.
You know, those are things that you really respect in
Right.
players.
Of course, we're talking about Coach Anto Gonzalez, who's now the coach of UP, former ASCAL as well. And that's how tough a player he was.
Yeah, he's the one that injured me.
Okay.
But definitely respect that guy.
That's a tough competitor right there.
Yeah.
He's got a tough team, the #1 team right now in the UAAP, with 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss for 13 points. Talking about UP, and they do also have a huge goal difference ahead of everybody. 14 ang kanilang goal difference, Armand.
Well, you
16-4 and 2 against.
Well, you have a striker like they have over there, and you know you should be scoring a lot of goals.
Remember, UP is not far away from when they were champions. It was just 2 years ago when they were the back-to-back champions of season 74 and 73. Oh, 3 years straight, Bob? 3 years straight.
73 and 74.
73, 74, yeah, back-to-back. Until Ateneo broke their run in season 75. Here's Ateneo looking ahead now, trying to look for Acosta.
Should have
but
played that out
Mulero-
wide here.
Yeah, Leah was open in the right
Yeah,
side, right? So
lots of space.
Mabanag opted to look for Acosta, which is tougher to begin with because he had Mulero on him.
Yep.
Now
Yeah,
they
I
try to
mean,
look for Leah.
You know, there was 3 guys in between Acosta and the ball. You know,
Even
it's-
crossing
yeah.
the field just to get there. Look at this long pass to the right side, controlled by FEU. Looks like Ferrer. Mulero is up ahead now. Senses to Ralios. Chavez, oops, miscommunication there. Perdigon takes it away, but Menzi quickly gets it back for FEU. Chavez patiently looking for an opening here. Not so good spacing right now for FEU, but Bugas will take care of that. Steps back and tries to reset things for FEU. Chavez hooking to
Good
the right
ball.
side again to Ferrer. Excellent pass again to that right flank. Ferrer gets away from Colette, but runs out of turf there. It's been an interesting matchup that we've seen today. Ferrer going up against Colette several times. They've met. Goal kick here for Oracion.
Last
Who, by the
20.
way, I just found out
Yeah.
from Relly San Agustin, who was, I think, a batch or 2 ahead of me in Ateneo High School, that this goalkeeper, Oracion, apparently is the son of our former assistant principal for discipline, Mr. Vicencio Oracion. So if he's watching, hi, sir. We remember the fond memories we had in high school. You weren't so fond of us. We know that. So Relly says hello.
That was going to be my next question.
I say
were
hi.
you a good boy, or were
But you
you
know
in the
what?
discipline office
He
a
was
lot?
he was so helpful in forming us eventually. Of course,
Yeah.
you did. Now we appreciate the
what he's done
guidance
for you.
what the guidance he's done for us. Absolutely. Now we appreciate it. When you're in high school, you don't appreciate
Yeah.
it whatsoever, right? He's not the favorite guy that you have, you know. But it's just interesting to flash back when you see the name Oracion on the field. I asked Relly, is that related to? Yes, he is. So it brings back high school memories.
Not too long ago.
And I actually blame Relly for me quitting football because when I saw him play keeper in the senior squad and I was in Aspire, I was like, I have to do that and be that aggressive, that physical.
Forget
I'll
it.
just play basketball. So I had my fun in grade
man.
school and in the Gothic Cup with Makati Football School and with Freddie. Freddie
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez was my best buddy there because he was my sweeper.
Uh-huh.
He took good care of me.
I'm sure. Did he introduce you to all the women afterwards, or
You know what? Let's not get there
or
yet.
was it you introducing
We
him
were
to the
12
women?
years old. We were 12 years old, but there was a couple of times we're like, hey, they met some 14-year-olds.
Freddie.
Oh, Freddie, one of the best players that we've seen in the Philippines. He went pro
Homegrown,
internationally, yeah, but he's still playing
Yeah.
right now. Still in great shape, teaching the
young
youngsters a thing or two.
in his late 30s there.
I know, he turned 37, right?
Yeah, turned
Man.
37 the other day.
And he's not slowing down just yet.
Yeah, I was asking him. I was telling you, I was asking him, is it me or does it feel worse turning 37 than it does turning 36, man? And he goes, yeah, definitely.
Hey, at this stage in our lives, 1 year makes a big difference.
It does,
Feel it
especially
in your knees and your back.
the closer you get to 40.
Yep.
Oh,
There's a
man.
shot by FEU. Chavez there. Well collected by Oracion. Yeah, the closer we get to 40, the more we feel it. We do feel it. But these young kids not showing any signs of fatigue just yet.
Hold
Lehigh,
off the ball, nice.
you know what? It's only a 2-0 score so far. Lehigh goes for a shot here.
Good attempt.
Trying to keep Kat Choyel off guard. And that's the first time that we saw Lehigh try to do something that he had an opportunity to do something.
But
actually.
look at the field right now. You see 99, 18,
Too far
and
back.
Acosta. There's three
No help.
guys up in attack. When you see
Yeah.
FEU attack, they have 6, 7, 8 guys. You know, it's going to be hard to score if you don't
Not
get the
much
men
help.
forward. Yeah.
Exactly. So if he did have help, Lehigh could have pulled back, turned
Yeah,
that,
and
passed
pass
it in the
it back,
middle.
yeah.
Yep.
But
wala.
there's no support.
Ready going here. Against Amita. Up in the air. Amita wins out on that one. Menzi. Melisa. Also an M name with a Z. That's why my brain was thinking Menzi. How many M names have a Z, right? So
Oh, you got
Melisa
2
and
today.
Menzi. Yeah, 2 today. Here's a battle in the air between
Oh.
Perdigon and Melisa. Gets the hit there from Marcelino. So free kick here for FEU. It's going to be Paulo Bugas chipping this one in. Look at the accuracy of this one. Well done there, but Oracion gamely came out to gather that. High up in the air. Lehigh. Acosta trying to get free on the left side. Mulero says no way.
Completely free in the middle, just passing their way around Ateneo right here. It's
So
like
patient and
yeah,
composed, man.
it's like it's just like connecting the dots, man. Dot, dot, dot. Just one to the next to the next.
And the dots follow. Like Mulero is up ahead here. Straight to the mouth of the goal, trying to find Giganto. Oracion kicks it out. Oof. Manikis on the right flank there could not keep control. Chavez against Mabanag.
You go back into the middle there.
And that's to the right side, gathered by Oracion there.
If you're Ateneo, I'd push more men forward already. You know,
Time not on your side.
time definitely not on your
And
side.
it's not an insurmountable lead. It's only 2-0. Get
Yeah.
one goal in the next 5-6 minutes. You're right back in this
Yeah.
thing.
So you need to start pushing men forward a little bit, not taking.
Here's
too many
Acosta
chances.
going for a bicycle volley kick there. Not the easiest of things to do in football. Probably the hardest thing to do.
You have to have good concentration
Yeah,
and
timing and a little bit of luck.
coordination.
Yep. Menzio taking his time.
Okay. You do not press if your whole team is not pressing because it opens you up and
In the
they'll
middle,
pass it
yeah.
out.
And that's what they just did. So Amita here, 1-on-1 against Perdigon. Breezes by him. Chips it ahead to Giganto. Stopping there. Chips it over. Looking for Jan Melisa. That was cleared out by Ateneo's defense. And a foul there on
Marcelino.
Marcelino. Little too rough on the little guy.
He's getting frustrated over there.
You can see it. You can see after the foul is called, he's, you know, pushing down his jersey. Here's that attempted bicycle kick here by Acosta. Just miss it. If he was on there, you think could have crossed to the other side to the long post?
Yeah, that's
That's where he was
going-
facing,
yeah,
kinda, right?
Exactly.
Would have caught Hoyel off guard. Could have caught Hoyel off guard. Have you ever made contact on one of those?
Last season I had one.
did?
Versus Jeepney, and
Did
no,
it go in?
no, the goalie saved it.
But you had contact.
Oh yeah.
Just that enough. It feels
you,
great.
You know, 5 minutes later, I was
body
substituted
felt
off.
it.
Yeah. No, Phil and James were saying Phil couldn't do it. Phil can't do the bicycle kick. But then the next play, I get the long
You
ball
get it.
down the
Look
wing.
out, there's a
Ooh,
shot
good
straight at
save.
goal. Amita there just curling around the wall of Ateneo, and good thing Oracion was right there to punch that over. Check this out, curling right around this wall, straight to Oracion actually. Didn't have
Actually,
to move.
he could have grabbed
Could have
that.
caught it
I
again.
mean,
Pero malakas yan.
yeah.
This is a little stronger than the one in
Yeah.
the first half.
yeah. You hit it down maybe and then
And then catch it,
pick it up. Yeah.
As long as you have your body right behind it, that's when you can go for a catch.
Yeah.
Because if it goes through your hands, it's going to hit your chest.
Yeah.
That's what you do when you've got a strong kick coming at you as a keeper. Corner kick here, sailed to the other side. And Mabanag Racing to this one.
To nobody.
To nobody, unfortunately. Had nobody there, so it's back to FEU. We're swinging it to the right side where they have 5 green shirts there to reset their offense on the right side. Find Paulo Bucas there on the right side, crossing it to the left. Higanto. Oh, just behind Amita. Amita was wide open. If that pass were on target, that could have been the 3rd goal of this match.
Definitely.
Here's Mulero. Now his speed may be tested here against quicker players of Ateneo.
Now look at the
Acosta
midfield. Look at the
cuts to
midfield.
the middle. Does he have help in the middle? He's trying to do it on his own.
1, 2, 3. No support. If he had,
Wala nang
if
sunod, no?
if he had that on the wing, if there were 2 or 3 guys running to support, trailing here, he could have dropped it off, and there could have been a shot from outside the box. But no one's supporting.
You're looking at Mabanag or Rojas, who could have trailed back as a secondary line there.
But there's too many. You have 2 guys that are here in the box with him that are being covered by four defenders.
Right.
You know, so you need some trailers. That way, you pass it out. If you pass it out, it creates space
Or
for.
it could be a shot
It
already.
could be a
That's where
shot.
Bucas
Or,
took the shot
exactly.
earlier.
Or it creates space because one defender will have to leave their player to cover
Right,
him.
right.
Create space.
Well, they still have possession here. A long throw-in attempted here. But this one headed out by Mulero. Let's see if Ateneo can gather this and send it back to the middle or to the other side. And that's headed out. And ahead to John Meliza. And he's got Ferrer streaking up ahead, but that's too strong.
To the keeper.
Very uncharacteristic of John Meliza. We know he's got much better skill and quality to make those good pinpoint passes.
Yeah. You know how I wish sometimes they have those screens here where
We can
Sports
draw on
Center,
them,
we
yeah.
can draw on them.
We'll get
show
there.
What's going on, how they should be defending, whatnot.
We'll get there, we'll get there. So far here, FEU continuing to press the attack on Ateneo. 80 minutes have gone by, 10 minutes to go, and then probably a few more of added time for Ateneo to try to get back in this game. They're only down 2-0. This is not over, although the quality of the game that you've seen since the first half may look like it. Ateneo with the ball here in the middle. And
It's
they're
too
looking
clogged.
ahead.
There's no outlet pass there on the wing.
Yep.
And it's just everyone. There's not enough space by Ateneo. Their spacing is very poor here.
Who are they looking for offensively here? They're trying to look for Liai now, but that was like a really risky long ball and taken away easily by FEU. Amita here.
The field spacing and positioning of Ateneo is there's
Much to be improved on.
yes. You know, look at Ateneo. Their discipline, their field spacing, their movement on and off the ball is very good.
It's trademark FEU.
Yeah. But then you look at Ateneo. There are a lot of players that are either too close or too far away, out of position. They lack a little discipline.
Here's Liai on the right side. Interesting opportunity here for Ateneo. They've got 2 players trailing as well. Mabanag's there. So is Gaudel, but good defense by Kuban. Taking the ball away from Liai. Kuban is down and he's in pain, and he's actually grabbing onto that left arm that he's got a bandage over his left wrist.
I think he might have got the wind knocked out of him there.
This is right in front of us. This physical action between Kuban and Liai here. Good job by Kuban to take the ball away, and then Liai drags him down, pulls him down actually by the jersey. Hence the foul. Calling for the medics here to come in. We have a substitution, number 20, coming in for number 27 for FEU. So Balanueco comes in for Chavez.
He's rubbing his rib there a bit.
Balanueco wearing jersey number 20. Will be coming in for Chavez, who's been a busy man as well on the wings for FEU. So give or take, 8 to 12 minutes left in this match with some expected added time because of some injuries. 2-0 lead still for FEU. I mean, by look at the scoreboard, it doesn't seem so commanding, but the look at the quality, it does feel like a commanding
Oh yeah,
lead,
definitely
right?
does. I mean, ooh, and here.
Uh-oh. Now the substitute right away, Balanueco had a chance there in the box.
In the right place at the right time.
Fresh legs for FEU. Paulo Bugas now on the right side. Back to Molero. Look at that. Bugas is toying with Acosta.
And you know what? It's the same Paulo that I've always known. He'll play with the ball when he has the opportunity, and he had the confidence to do it with Morocco in our practices and our first team games
Against the pros, yeah.
against guys like us and
What more against the college kids?
exactly.
Amita slipping this one into Higanto. That's just chipped away by Marcelino. Now here's Mabanag looking for help. He's like
They're
waving his arms.
they're
Yeah,
running
he's-
away from him.
He says, "Come and get it. Come and get the ball."
Support.
Mabanag sees some frustration in his
No
face
support.
now. Looks for Acosta on the left side. And Mulero steps into that one. Bugas now in the middle. He's got room. He's got friends. Amita on the left side. Stops on a dime. Back to Ferrer. He's going to chip this over. And that's just a little over the bar.
You know, you have Miko that had the ball here.
Yep.
Straight away, you have both number 99 and Liai running this way, running
away from him rather
you
than
know,
running
and
near him or ahead of him.
one person needs to support, and one person can go out to open up.
Another sub here for Master Kim. Number 24, La Guerta. Comes in. And Ferrer will get a good, well-deserved rest here. As he as well has been very active today. 24, La Guerta comes in. Look at this nifty skill by Amita. Ferrer. The way these guys connect, you think that they have homing devices or radars in the back of their heads, how they know where exactly everybody is for FEU. That's just familiarity of, remember, from what I understand, they've been together since high school, some of these guys.
These two, yeah. You know, Paulo and Nano, those are two players that, you know, I wish we had before I came on board as manager in Morocco. Those are two players I wish we had the foresight
Earlier?
to
To
keep
get earlier, okay.
and not let go of
Oh,
or
okay, because they
allow.
left,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know.
With the way they've improved now.
No, they were already good with us.
Yeah.
It's they were unhappy with some aspects of
Okay.
the club. But maybe one day we'll get them back.
You see. Your presence here alone. Just saying hi. Well, here's Mulero just taking the ball away from Acosta like candy away from a baby. Like a grown man taking candy away from a baby. Like, that's how big Mulero is.
Oh!
Ouch.
Manikis.
Hard hit on the padding there for Manikis. Ball goes back to FEU. Look at Mulero just saying,
so
give me
strong.
this, give me
He's
this,
just so strong.
give me this. Look at that lower body strength and making sure that not even using his arms.
Yeah.
Just that strength right there of his lower body, taking that ball away. Up ahead to Jan Meliza. Oracion kicking this one out to safety. Could have gathered it, but wanted to make sure that he did not make a mistake. So 86 minutes have gone by here. We're nearing the 87th. Still time for Ateneo, but the way that things have been developing, it doesn't look pretty for them. But just based on the scoreline, it's not impossible to score one goal and then, who knows, get an equalizer in extra time. But FEU, and interestingly enough, FEU continues to attack. They're not sitting back. They're not sitting back on this 2-0
And it
lead.
doesn't seem like that's their style.
They've never done that.
They want to win. They're going to go out and win by as many as they can and play their game.
Costa here on the left side looks to Gaudiel. Ooh, just had no help there.
But look, the good thing about FEU is they attack as a team and defend as a team. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys back, plus the goalie. That's 8, you know.
What happened there?
There's a man
Oh,
down.
there's a man down, so Royal kicked it out. They'll get this back with some fair play from Ateneo. So we got Bugas down here on the right side, cramping up.
Surprising, he should be in shape.
It's the 87th minute.
Oh, what's
Can give
Global
it to
been
him?
doing to him?
If if this were the 60th minute, maybe you'd have a case of 87 minutes. Aggressive minutes, what do you say?
But no, this is a good game. A typical FEU style. Attack with 8 players, defend with 8 players at least. You know, so you see them going and playing as a total team.
It's a minor cramp. It's not a total cramp. He walked it off.
He was able to walk it
Because
off.
you know the really bad cramps, you got to be carried off.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're screaming in pain.
Yeah.
So here's Ateneo giving the ball back to FEU.
And, if you play a total football game where you have Ateneo, they're just very, very loose in their formation, and they need more discipline. If they want to bring it to the next level.
Mabanag trying to look for Perdigon, too strong. And FEU looking ahead. Higanto turns around. He finds number 20, the substitute. Balanueco streaking ahead, but did not connect. Rocha, the left side. Colette rarely had a chance to go up. He's been so busy defensively. Mulero takes it away and makes a nice pass in the middle. Finds Amita. And here's Amita. Gets the ball back to Higanto. He's looking ahead. Back to Amita. Look at his patience of FEU here. And as well, it's also contributed by Ateneo's sitting back.
But that's the whole formation that Ateneo put was a very defensive formation, but they let go of the middle.
Look out, they take the ball away here.
But only 2 minutes.
Well, that's not Godiel, that's number 11. That's Marcelino, who finds himself lost up top. Because he's been in the back line for them.
Yeah.
And hence his confusion when he had the ball with Liay up ahead. And he gets pushed from behind. A good foul given up by Kuban.
Yeah, not too far forward.
To make sure that the defense can recover and set up here. Even though they give up a free kick, but as you said, not too far forward. Not like the free kicks that FEU has had
today. Yeah,
today.
definitely.
So another sub coming in. Number 2. He's going to come in for... Oh no, that's the added time. 2 minutes added time. Oyel. Chips this one ahead.
Head that to the keeper. Very good.
Perdigon heads it back to the keeper. Orashon gets that one. So number 16 is on the pitch now. That's Lofranco. Comes in, I guess, for Paulo Bugas. Final minute and a half here. And for whatever it's worth, you're still going for goal difference.
Oh, definitely.
That's how tight this top 6 is, fighting for the final 4. Liay is ahead. Takes a shot. Just lacking some mustard on that one. If it been a little bit stronger, Hoyel was in an awkward line.
Lifted over the keeper's head just a little bit more.
Could have. Nice pass here by Mabanag.
Yeah.
Ahead to Liay. And if that were stronger, that could have gone over the head of Hoyel. Could have been the goal that Ateneo has been looking for.
Nice.
Godiel. Perdigon. To Godiel. Try to get back to him. Easily kicked out of danger there by Ralios, who's another big defender for FEU.
Nano here's been all over the field, man. Doing a great job here today.
I know, literally all over the field. Attacking offensively, back defensively.
Yep.
Ateneo now with few seconds left. The last few plays here the referee may allow. See if Ateneo or FEU can still get a goal. Menzi clears this one out. Our running time says 92 and plus. The ref looking at his watch. Referee Christian Pacanya. And let's see how patient he is, how much he'll allow left here. Mulero clears this one out. As if he missed that one, Acosta would have been there. He would have had Colette also overlapping in the left side. The ref still allowing a sub here. One more sub. Para sa FEU, Salig.
Yeah, just to waste time a little bit and then call the game.
Number 18, Salig comes in. This could be the last play of the match, goal or not for Ateneo. Colette crossing it to nobody. Straight to Hoyel.
The referee here giving a lot of extra.
Long kick here. The ref said, wow, okay.
He said 2 minutes?
Okay, it's like, this is like 4 minutes, ref.
Yeah, we're getting into the 4th minute, that's for sure. 3 minutes gone.
Still letting this play continue. Looks at his watch again. There you go. full time there as the ref finally calls the end to this match. 2-0 is the final score. No goals scored in the second half, but still a dominant performance. Probably even more dominant in the second half than it was in the first half in terms of ball control and defense.
Possession, yeah.
We'll take a short break. We'll wrap this one up. We'll take a look at the highlights, some stats, and get Armand's final thoughts on this interesting matchup between Ateneo and FEU right here on FEU Diliman live on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. All right, welcome back to ABS-CBN Sports in Action as we wrap this game up. The score may not indicate the real story of this match. 2-0 win for FEU. Armand,
Could have been much more.
I know, could have been much more, but tell us how FEU did this one.
Well, the full, total, complete team play. You know, they outplayed Ateneo in all facets of the game, going forward, going back on defense. Their midfield dominated this game. The key to the match was not letting Paolo and Nano create there, and they were on the ball a lot of the
and
time.
they did
those
create,
two.
and they scored.
And those two guys scored and won the game. You
Look
know,
at this gorgeous goal by Paolo Bugas and back heel pass there by Giganto. And apparently, he was also the one who gave the nice pass to Amita for the second goal. You see in a bit. This is a good save by Oracion. Jan Meriza could not get on any goals today. Ateneo had a couple of corners in the first half, and catching actually Hoyel not at his best. We did mention he wasn't as sharp in the first half, but he gathered himself, improved in the second half. Here's that goal by Amita. Look at this, cutting back.
yeah,
Beautiful.
great individual play.
One of the best goals so far this season, probably. Look and cut it back there. And that was a pass
Curl it
back.
around.
That was from Giganto. He was in the middle. He passed it back to Amita. He saw him. Like you say, they have radars where they are.
You know, these guys play, and they call it isapa. You know, and that means give it one more pass. You know, they like
Okay.
to pass the ball a
Nice.
lot. So, and they know each
So
other.
that's
very
their
well.
mantra.
Yeah.
The extra
Isapa,
pass. Make
yeah.
one more pass, one more pass. Look at this butt trap by Calamba.
According to Sai, Master Kim taught him how to do that.
And the rainbow by Giganto trying to get over Perdigon.
A little bit of an exhibition here.
Just, you know, just showing how supremely skilled FEU players are.
You know,
compared to some
they're
other teams.
very organized. They're very well organized, and Ateneo were just lost today. They didn't have what it took to beat these guys, and if Ateneo can't fix their game and get more discipline going forward, they won't be able to catch FEU.
Well, it's a tight race in the team standings. We'll update you on that in a bit. There's Mabanag. This is the best chance of Ateneo here today. We ahead to Liay. Try to chip it over, just lacking some muscle on that one. Could have gone over Riel.
Good attempt, just didn't get enough of his laces on.
There's your final stats. 13 shots on goal.
Yeah, 2 more than what they had in the first half. Still not enough to come even close to tying these guys. I was saddened that they didn't push forward in the last 10-15 minutes of this game to try and get a tie. You know, and it's difficult against a superior opponent like FEU.
Right, well, we do have our man of the match. Who is your pick, Armand? About one of the best, a lot of them to pick from.
There's a lot. Kuban did great on defense, but for me, this is the man of the match today. Nano played, Amita played everywhere. Offense, defense, going back, forward, you know, going hard, and scoring a goal today. Great assist or passes, and you know, he's going to be a good player for a long time as long as he can stay focused and consistent.
He will be, and look at his skill there. I can watch his goal over and over again. Gorgeous goal by Amita. He did a lot of stuff today, not just in that goal. He did a lot of work as well defensively and just working as part of this well-oiled machine, getting the ball ahead and creating those scoring opportunities and continually putting the pressure on Ateneo. All right, here's up ahead. Here's what's happening for us as we will take a break for the weekend because of the visit of the Pope. That's why actually we're playing this game on a Wednesday and not on a Thursday, which we normally do. But next Thursday, we're back right here at the FEU Fern campus in Diliman. You want to check it out, the action live in person, or do catch it on television. It's live on Balls HD, UE versus NU, and then you've got Ateneo going up against Adamson there. That will be live on Balls HD starting at 1 p.m. and to be aired on ABS-CBN Sports in Action the next day, January 23, starting on 2 p.m. All right, hey Armand, a pleasure working with you.
Pleasure
Happy New
working
Year.
with you. Thank you
nice
very
to see you
much.
with a shorter beard, not as intimidating.
I'll be clean cut next time I come back out here.
And we'll see you again soon, folks. On behalf of Armand de Rosario, our director, and all our staff, hardworking staff here of ABS-CBN Sports in Action, we want to thank you for joining us. I'm TJ Manotok, saying we'll see you again next time as we continue to broadcast the games of the UAAP here on ABS-CBN in high definition.